Columbia activist Mahmoud Khalil freed from detention. Columbia University graduate and activist Mahmoud Khalil said the Trump administration chose the wrong person to target in its crackdown on student protesters as he was released on bail after more than 3 months in detention. A federal judge ruled on Friday that the Palestinian was not a flight risk or threat to his community and could be released as his immigration proceedings continue. Mr. Khalil was a prominent voice in Columbia's pro-Palestinian protests last year, and his 8 March arrest sparked demonstrations in New York and Washington, D.C. The NA says successful, the government has argued his activism impedes on U.S. foreign policy and moved to have him deported. Speaking to journalists before heading to New York from Louisiana, where he was held, he said he was most eager to see his wife and his son, who was born during his 104 days in detention. "The only time I spent with my son was a specified 1-hour limit that the government had imposed on us," he said. "So that means that now I can actually hug him and Noor, my wife, without looking at the clock." He also criticized the Trump administration for targeting him for protesting against Israel's military actions in Gaza. "There's no right person that should be detained for actually protesting a genocide." He did not specifically mention Israel, which emphatically denies accusations of genocide in Gaza or Jewish people. In a statement, White House spokeswoman Abigail Jackson accused Mr. Khalil of engaging in fraud and misrepresentation and conduct detrimental to American foreign policy interests. The White House maintains that Judge Michael Fabiars did not have jurisdiction to order Mr. Khalil's release. "We expect to be vindicated on appeal and look forward to removing Khalil from the United States," Ms. Jackson said. Mr. Khalil, a permanent resident, graduated from Columbia while he was in detention. His wife took his place during the ceremony and accepted his diploma on his behalf. The government has not accused Mr. Khalil of a specific crime. Secretary of State Marco Rubio invoked a rarely used portion of the Immigration and Nationality Act to argue Mr. Khalil's presence in the U.S. could pose potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences. Last week, Judge Fabiars ruled Rubio's justification for detaining Mr. Khalil was probably unconstitutional and said the U.S. government could not detain or deport the 30-year-old legal U.S. resident under that reasoning. Attorneys for the Trump administration then said Mr. Khalil was being held for a different charge, failing to disclose information when he applied for lawful permanent residency in 2024.